What's happening, guys? Plutonium here, and today I'm going to be discussing my expectations for the new upcoming Godzilla film, Godzilla Kong: The New Empire. Please bear with me. I just took my pre-workout, so I'm a little wired right now, and I might go off on some tangents here. And let me make just a small comment before I start this movie. This isn't going to be a movie. This will not be a full-length feature. Before I start this video, you can like what you like. It's fine. That's fine. People aren't always going to like what you like. I enjoy Godzilla's Revenge. The Godzilla community fucking hates that movie. Me personally, I don't like the Monsterverse. I don't like it. What they did to it is terrible. It's an awful thing. I think it's terrible. If you enjoy the Monsterverse, please enjoy it. Please enjoy the movie. Like, everyone should find some sort of enjoyment, and if you find enjoyment within the Monsterverse movies, absolutely do it. Absolutely enjoy the shit out of it, because we're all fans at the end of the day, and we all want to enjoy something about the franchise that we all are fans of and that we all love. So I just had to make that point. We all like different things. We all enjoy different things. Yeah, that's all I had to say. I guess with my first very big expectation that I have, and this is probably the biggest point that I have, that I have to keep reminding myself, is I expect this movie to be like every other Godzilla movie. Now, this could be taken a couple different ways. It could be seen as a good thing or a bad thing. It just you kind of see, kind of depends on where you lay on the spectrum. It's a reason why I think a lot of people like Godzilla vs. Kong and Godzilla King of the Monsters. It's because they're more traditional Godzilla films. I'm sure that's a better way to put it. For the decades and decades and decades, we've had Godzilla movies that have essentially the same formula. There's the initial kaiju encounter between Godzilla and a certain kaiju. In this film, it'll probably be Kong and a certain kaiju, then Godzilla will just kind of show up as the side character. That kaiju appears when you get the first initial encounter. They duke it out. It either ends in a loss for Godzilla or a draw. They go their own separate ways. We get some human interaction. They're off on their own stories, nothing to do with the kaiju somehow. Then they somehow connected with the kaiju at the end. Then the kaiju meet back up, and there's the final battle. There's only like 2 or 3 movies that really follow this, that really don't follow that formula, excuse me. They don't really follow that formula. The most recent one being Godzilla -1. That's really the one big one that stands out just off the top of the head, and the original Gojira movie, and I guess you could say The Return of Godzilla as well. I'll even throw GMK in there. GMK also doesn't really follow this formula. You see Godzilla kind of just bulldozing through kaiju in that movie. And for clarification too, my favorite Godzilla movie, Godzilla vs. Mechagodzilla 2, it follows that formula. Godzilla meets up with their initial encounter, is getting his ass kicked, and then somehow miraculously turns it around, and he goes on separate ways with the main kaiju. Then they meet back up, and he gets the final win. Typically how it goes. And the human stories throughout these movies aren't the best. You know, they kind of, they almost never have anything to do with the kaiju themselves. It's pretty much their own little side quests, and then out of nowhere they somehow get looped back into the kaiju themselves. So I think it's going to be just another Godzilla movie. To me, it's a bad thing, because again, we have decades and decades and decades of this movie. So what I'm saying is, I don't expect anything groundbreaking that's going to change the whole scene for Godzilla. You know, anyone who's a fan of Godzilla movies, I think you're gonna like this movie. Now, if you want to see something different, don't go in this movie and expect anything different. Don't expect anything super duper different with this film. Don't expect to go and see -1 where it's like a whole culture shock, where it's like, wow, we haven't seen anything like this from a Godzilla film ever. I would not go in this film expecting that. I would expect to see a traditional Godzilla film that Godzilla is the side character for. I expect Godzilla to be the side character in this movie. He's not going to get the attention that we all think he's going to get, because Kong is the child, the Monsterverse child now. We're going to be following him throughout the entire film. Godzilla's just going to be there to help out Kong. That's another expectation that I have. Godzilla, it was even in the last film, Kong was the main center point of that film. And then Godzilla had his own little side quest moments where they're trying to figure out why he's attacking all the cities, why he's going rogue. But even then, was he ever really in that movie if he wasn't fighting Kong? No, we get maybe a 2-3 minute scene with him at the beginning, and that's really all about what we get. So like I said at the beginning, guys, please, like, if you were excited for this movie, please stay excited. Like, this is like, enjoy it, enjoy the shit out of it. If you love it, please continue loving it. We all have different ideas of, you know, what all we enjoy. Again, I'm gonna say this again, I enjoy shit in the Godzilla franchise that people hate. Again, Godzilla's Revenge, I love that movie and people fucking hate it, and that's fine. Like, that's okay. You know, I respect. It's okay. It's okay to like what you like, because we all have different tastes, and that's perfectly okay. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoy it. Let me know what you guys what you guys expect from the movie. It comes out, I believe, the 29th. So yeah, that's it, guys. Catch you later.